Lucia Perillo died last year. She had multiple sclerosis for a long time, and I think she was only in her 50s. I'm going to read a poem, and then I'm going to talk about it a little. This is "Two of the Furies" by Lucia Perillo. The old woman in the parking lot wields her walker not unspryly. Gray hair, lank and without style, hanging under her ski hat, as I wear a ski hat. Her legs bare under her skirt, my legs bare under my skirt. She wears sneakers, I wear sneakers. Windbreaker, windbreaker. She rolls up to watch me bored, as people do, because it is interesting to see the wheelchair maneuvered backward into the van. You got it? She asks, as people do, though I am not their child. We are not sisters either, despite the winds ruffling our skirts in sync. Oh, how she is interested in the ruffling of my skirt. The ruffle makes her giddy, starts her bald gums racing on their wordless observations as she peers into my thighs. How alike we are, says this no sister of mine to be argued with. Just some crazy old woman flashing the terrible crater of her smile to raise the wind and prove her point. So, if you know Lucia Perillo's work, I think she's sort of best known as a very talky, narrative, discursive poet. And this is a very distilled poem for her, but I think it still sounds a lot like her and feels like her sensibility. This is not a poem I read when I was 12. She hadn't written it when I was 12. And, I actually just discovered it last year after reading and liking her very much. I had never read this one before. But I think I wanted to bring it in partly because I want Lucia's work to be shared and remembered and continue to be read. And also because I'm always looking for, models, obviously, as we all are, for our own work. And I would say that I tend to sometimes look at poems as you might look at a painting, looking for like how the energies or colors or shapes, or volumes are sort of posed against other energies, colors, shapes, volumes. Which sounds kind of crazily abstract for a basically narrative poet, but I really do sort of experience poems that way, as how do they use those things to create balance or imbalance. Meanwhile, I'm also always looking for a poem that tells a good story, because that's another thing I like, and if a poem does both, I get kind of excited, and so it feels weird to be talking about a poem about this subject matter in that kind of abstract way, but that's part of what I love about it, is that it's this intensely moving poem that you can also look at in terms of its, the mirroring that goes on, the repetition, the casual feeling that she's just talking, and yet the poem is carefully constructed, the way that the poem shifts tone as you go along, or the tone is ambiguous, it's affectionate and it's furious, right? This woman is seeing another woman seeing her. She's perceiving herself through the other woman. And we sort of realize as we go along that it's sort of appalling to be in this position if you're in a wheelchair and always having people see you as something, less than human. And at the same time, what interests me about this poem is that she is seeing the other woman that way too. She is insulting the other woman essentially, and the other woman is essentially insulting her. So I think I like the ethics and the morality and the way that it both performs. She's performing her own victimization in some way, and I think that's really so interesting. This is going to sound humorous, and I guess it's sort of humorous, but I'm very serious too. I love the way she comes to the end, and she's got a mouth and a vagina, staring at each other. right? The flashing the terrible creative or smile as she's peering into Lucia's dress, right? Or the speaker's dress, excuse me. So, I mean, I'm just pointing out a few things going on in the poem, but I think the main thing I want to do is show you a terrific poem by a terrific poet that moves me very much, and I hope it moves you too. You'll go seek out more of her work.